Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today I've got another brand new Hog Rider deck for you guys. The very first Hog Rider deck I've played in my channel over the last couple of months, and honestly, it's about time. If you guys think about the meta of Clash Royale from the very beginning, the Hog Rider's pretty much always been there. Some version of the Hog Rider, whether it's a Hog Rider Cycle, Hog Lightning, anything like that, the Hog Rider really has always been around. And after you guys have asked me over and over again, I'm going to finally make a little bit of a return to it, learn how to play it again, and hopefully be able to pick up some wins. Now check out this deck here. This deck actually is rather expensive, I'd say, on the Hog Rider side, at least a little bit more expensive than normal at 3.4 elixir. It's not like a quick cycle deck that has Ice Spirit or anything like that. It does have the Ice Golem as well as the Skeletons, but check it out. You've got the Executioner Tornado on defense, you've got the Valkyrie on defense, Ice Golem, Skeletons, Lightning, as well as the Log, and it should be pretty versatile, and hopefully it works out really well. Now let's go and get into a couple of battles. I'm going to use this to keep pushing my way up the leaderboard as I still am in London. I'm here until Monday, and then I can finally go back home to my pretty office and get ready to make some more videos. I did switch hotels because I'm checking out the Vainglory event that's going on, the Unified Championships, which is really fun. But let's go and try this deck out right now. Now, what I know about this deck, I watched like 2 TV Royale replays on it, and most people do Ice Golem Hog Rider as their main push. Looks like this guy's gonna split Barbarians, and really it seems like the main goal is to get the Hog Rider at least one hit, but it looks like my Hog Rider is going to die in this very first push here. I'll get ready with my Executioner on this side as well, and that guy played a lot of defensive cards. So I'm going to go ahead and suck everything together right here for my Executioner. Hopefully this doesn't work out miserably. Looks like we will get a little bit of something, but the Hog Rider still is alive, and we're going to take a lot of damage from that. So not the prettiest play. I guess we should have a decent amount of elixir going down both of the lanes with the Executioner and Valkyrie at full HP. He's going to play his Goblin Gang. That's obviously going to work out well for him. He'll get a little bit of damage from that Spear Goblin, and momentarily we can get ready actually with the Ice Golem yet again. And what I might need to do is shove my Ice Golem so it takes damage from the cannon before my Hog Rider does. That's sort of been what's happened. And as the Hog Rider and Ice Golem go forward, that's actually going to work out. The Hog Rider is going to get 1-2 hits on that right-hand tower. That is perfect. And we can just go ahead and reset and hopefully use my Tornado to get his Hog Rider onto my tower on the other side. So here it goes. I'm going to use... Okay, so I totally flinched right there, which is not what I wanted to do. Hog Rider's going to go down. That's going to activate my King Tower. That should help out a little bit. And now we can get ready with our Executioner and hopefully push down this right-hand tower. So not the perfect start to the game. We're down about 1,000 HP on our tower. It's not the end of the world. That rocket is going to be brutal. So I'm going to get ready again with the Ice Golem. This time I'm going to play the Hog Rider over here because I'm expecting that he's going to play his cannon in a moment. There goes his knight. I've got my Skeletons helping out. Check out that Hog Rider damaging that tower. That tower is going to get destroyed. And in a moment, we can go ahead and play our Log. That's going to take care of the Goblin Gang. And all in all, we've taken a really nice lead right now. And let's get ready with my Tornado plus my Skeletons to kill his Hog Rider. But instead, I'm going to play an Executioner. I didn't mean to play it down that lane. And honestly, I should have learned from that first rocket that the Executioner is not going to be the best play. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and keep doing what we are doing. Oh man, I'm sort of confused. What do I want to do here? Do I want to do... Oh, this is going to be tough. Or it looks like we've got all of this going down. Lightning Spell is going to end up missing some of those Musketeers. That was a questionable play, but instead, I'm going to go down the other lane right here. I've got my Valkyrie in a moment for these Musketeers. Please kill the Musketeers. Please kill the Musketeers. Hog Rider will end up getting 2 hits on that tower at least, which is going to bring it within log range. It's actually going to end up killing that tower, which is perfect. And what we're going to need to do is hold off against one more Hog Rider push. Let's do it. Tornado's going down. He's got his rocket, but with everything taking out this Hog Rider, that log should hit the hog, which means it has 246 HP left. And it looks like that should be the end of the game. We're going to pull out a victory with a couple successful hog pushes towards the very end. And that is exactly how that deck is played. Besides some mistakes with the rocket, I should have angled my Hog Rider earlier in the game to make sure it didn't take damage from that cannon. Before my Ice Golem took damage from that cannon. We played that pretty decently, and let's go ahead and keep going with our push. It feels good to play the Hog again. I really feel like the Hog is a card I need to pick up on my second account if I want to keep pushing, because it's just, you know, getting one hit over and over again is really all you need with the Hog Rider. It does so much damage, and playing the deck that I'm playing right now on my second account, that's super expensive. It feels like I'm taking, I guess, advantage of more with that deck, but with this deck, it's pretty quick, even for a Hog Rider deck. Like I said earlier, it's not the quickest one. It still works out pretty well. And let's just go ahead and get into battle number 2 right here and see if we can keep things going. I don't have the Ice Golem just yet, so I'm not going to play the Hog Rider off the start. He's going to play his archers. I'll go ahead and play my Executioner on this side, and Ice Golem is going to be my final card of the day, and he's going to play his Fireball, so, okay, pretty standard start to the game. I could go for a Valkyrie Archer push in this lane. Let's actually go ahead and do that. So there goes the Valkyrie, here goes the Hog Rider. Questionable play of the, I guess the Hog Rider will make its way down the lane. These minions are going to do work. Elite Barbarian's going to go down. That's going to be really bad, actually, because the Ice Golem went down in a really awkward location. So instead, what we're going to have to do is tornado absolutely everything. As soon as the tornado goes out, we're going to play our skeletons. That's going to take the Elite Barbarians over. Look at that perfect bait right there. That was a masterful defense. And in retaliation, he's going to be playing as Royal GG, so we're going to have to just deal with that with our tower and our Valkyrie, but we're still going to take a big chunk of damage. Not the end of the world, though. Valkyrie's going to clean it up and force him to make a play on the right-hand side, so let's go ahead and get ready. As soon as we hit 6 Elixir, he's going to have to defend this other side of the map. Let's go ahead and go with our Hog Rider plus the Ice Golem. This is going to shove its way forward. Ice Golem did end up taking damage first, which is crucial. Even though he has his minion attacking our Hog, it's going to take a while to kill that Hog Rider, and that means the tower's going to die from that Ice Golem explosion. And that is perfect. We're looking so good right now. A little bit of damage, but he's going to focus his efforts on the right-hand side, I feel like, just because it's so much lower due to that Royal Giant. But instead, he's going to play his Elite Barbarian. So let's go ahead and swing those over. We're going to use the Tornado plus the Executioner to knock those down to 0. And yeah, so far so good. 1 minute and 18 seconds left. We should be able to pull this one out, even as he sets up with the Royal Giant in the back. You've been seeing a lot more people playing the Royal Giant in the back, just because of the 2-second deploy time. People really haven't been playing it too much towards the front. Obviously, he started off like that, but he fixed it a little bit later. I don't quite know what to do right here. These archers are going to be sort of annoying, so check this out. We're going to go for a Ghetto Lightning spell right here to take out everything, as well as damage that Royal GG. We've got the Ice Golem in a second to tank for this Valkyrie. Meanwhile, this Royal Giant will die. Now he's got his Elite Barbarians. Once again, let's go and Executioner those. I should have played my Executioner towards the right-hand side so I could start a counter push, but instead, we are just going to continually deal with this Royal Giant right here, and I'm going to have to see if we can defend this tower, but I'm not sure it's going to be able to happen right here. Minions are going down. Royal Giant's going to go down lower and lower. That tower is getting pretty dang low, but I think with those negative trades I was making with my Executioner and Tornado against the Royal GG, it turned out to be a big struggle, and how are we going to be able to do this? That Log, oh wow, he played so much stuff right there that we have to go aggressive. Let's see what he's going to do. Elite Barbarian's going down on the Valkyrie. Log's going to be able to help out a bit. The Hog Rider's going to do work. This has turned into a little bit more difficult of a battle than we wanted. He's probably going to play a Royal Giant soon in the center. There it goes right now. Let's get ready here. I've got my Executioner, and what I can do is as soon as we kill this Royal Giant, we can focus on this left-hand tower. Notice how I have the Valkyrie and the Executioner here, and that left-hand tower is only at 2,800. So I can actually switch things up in a moment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pretend like I'm going to stack up that other side, but what I'm going to do is play my Ice Golem plus my Hog Rider. Check out this Fireball or this Lightning spell as well. That's going to redirect the Elite Barbarians on the... man, we got so close getting a couple of hits right there. I'm going to play my Skeletons on the other side of the map. We've got some pretty big drama. I'm going to play my Skeletons, and then I'm going to move my Valkyrie right here. And with only a couple of seconds left, guys, what do we want to do? Do we go to the left-hand side, or do we go to the right-hand side? Do we go for the red pill, the blue pill? What are we doing? Here goes the Hog Rider. Hog Rider's going down. Lightning spell's going to go down. Elite Barbarians are going to try to chunk my barbs. Lightning spell, please! We needed one more Hog Rider hit, and we would have ended up winning the game. So it's going to be a tie in the end. GG, well played against Nova Dark Knight. And yeah, one more Hog Rider hit was all we needed to pick up that victory. We let him back in. I feel like I was playing too defensively. I was making a bad trade before we went to overtime when I was playing the Executioner, and then I played the Tornado. That was 8 Elixir to deal with his Elite Barbarian push, which obviously isn't what we really wanted to do. So let's go ahead and go to another battle. So far, we're 1-0-1. Let's see if we can keep it going right here. And since we actually have this combination in the very beginning, I'm going to go ahead and play my Hog Rider plus this Ice Golem, shove it down the lane. His Goblin Gang's going to attack that Ice Golem first. And with that slow, we should get a decent amount of damage down. 3 Hog Rider hits is going to be our reward. And in order to deal with this push, Valkyrie's going to go down to deal with the Goblin Gang. Very nicely done there. Skeletons for the Miner. And all in all, we've got a pretty decent lead. And it's all about how we want to deal with this minion horde. I could hold out for the Executioner, but instead I'll play the Tornado, make sure we take everything out, no messing around. The minions will be 1-hit range after that Tornado goes down. And yeah, so far so good right now. And I can go ahead and prepare again with the Ice Golem and the Hog Rider. And what I might do No, I was actually preparing for something different, but I'm going to log those down right there. Then we can play the Ice Golem and the Hog Rider. I was going to use the log to predict the Goblin Gang, because you guys know it must be going down. Actually, this Ice Golem is going to rock this Inferno. Hog Rider's going to go down as well. He played 8 Elixir to deal with our 6 Elixir push, so not the worst thing in the world. Skeletons to help out against his Goblin Gang. Should do a decent amount of work. We're actually going to only take 1 spear to the face, I believe. Maybe 2. No, only 1. And yeah, not too shabby. And since he has the Inferno Tower, this is where our Lightning Spell is going to really do a lot of work. In fact, I'm going to Tornado this Princess closer, just so my tower can kill her. And let's get ready. He might have a rocket. I haven't really seen that yet, but here he goes right now. Okay, this is bad because the Minion Horde, I should have played Ice Golem instead of my Valkyrie, but the Executioner was just too far back, so we're going to take so much damage from this push. That was brutal. One bad Executioner placement means that that tower is just destroyed. And now we've got to find a way to deal with this here. I'm going to play my Lightning Spell just to get some damage on this tower. Hopefully the Executioner can do something. Skeleton's going to go down here to help deal with this Goblin Barrel. Goblin Barrel will get some good damage. And with 372 HP left, guys, this has to be the push right here. Let's go ahead and do it. Here goes my everything. I'm going to play my log right here. This Minion Horde's going to go down. Let me go ahead and drag this Minion Horde away from my Hog Rider. That's going to give my Hog Rider enough time for 2 hits on that tower, guys. It is within Lightning Spell range now. And what direct damage does this guy have? I know he has Goblin Gang. Let's go ahead and do this here. He's going to go for a crazy push on the other side of the map. He hasn't even secured the other tower. In fact, he will get 1 Princess hit down right there, but that tower's down to 31 HP, which means I have a pretty good spot right now to make... Actually, let's go ahead and do the Executioner right here. Please attack the Minion Horde. That's what it does. That is perfect right here. That Minion Horde's going to go down. His tower actually died on the other side of the map. Look at that Hog Rider doing work as well. I'm going to see if I can hold on. That was actually a bad Valkyrie, because he trolled me with his little push right there. But the Goblin Barrel won't actually end up taking down the tower. Questionable move. Can we tornado him backwards? No, this tower's going to go down with that push right there. But look at my Hog Rider on the other side of the map. He has to play a defensive Goblin Barrel, which is one of the worst feelings inside of Clash Royale. And with a pretty decent amount of damage on this Lightning Spell, that should mean that only 2 more Lightnings will actually end up wrapping up this game. Let's see if we can do it. Princess is going to go down. Skeletons to go down with her. And meanwhile, let's go for the Hog Rider. Here goes the Lightning Spell. He's got the Inferno, but I can get some good value off of that Inferno right there. Hog Rider's going to lock on, and with the log rolling down the lane, that'll be the end of it. GG against SXSAQR right there. And yeah, Hog Rider deck worked out pretty well. We ended up getting 2 wins and a tie. 31 trophies for that one right there. And so far, so good. It feels good to play Hog again. Obviously, I still have a lot to learn, especially with this deck, which is a little bit slower paced than some of the old Hog Rider decks, but with a lot of different things in the meta right now, the Executioner and Tornado is just so vital to play on defense. Obviously, you'd want it to be a positive trade, not the one I made with the Elite Barbarians over and over again, which is really silly looking back at it, but I'll learn from my mistakes. I'll move on going forward and try out this guy's deck, or try out this deck if you guys want to. And yeah, only 1 legendary card with the log. If you don't have the log, you can play the Zap. You can try something else, but that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Let me know what Hog Rider decks you guys know that are pretty good, whether it's like a 2.5 Elixir deck, if it's a heavy Hog Rider deck. I'd definitely love to play some more Hog Rider decks, especially on my second account, which really needs to change up its deck. And yeah, that's going to end up wrapping it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.